Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my wife reacting to manga and anime characters.
Wow.
Welcome back, it's been a while.
It's been...
How's life been treating you?
He knows how life's been. He knows. We live together. He's just being silly. Let me think. Something new. I've had some fruit roll-ups. I've had some fruit by the foots lately. I've been catching up on shows. I finally finished The Bear, which is not a comedy.
Yeah. It has its moments, but I definitely wouldn't call it a comedy. It's definitely more drama. It's like 80% drama.
But it just won best comedy.
Which is, ridiculous. Like, sure, give it awards, but give it awards for stuff it actually belongs.
I tell you, I haven't cried to a show like that in a long time. Anyway, I recommend.
So today we're going to be talking about a series that we haven't really discussed much on here, that you've never seen, I don't believe. I kind of watched it a lot more back when I was a kid and like a teenager before your time, but big series for me, big series. Tell me what you know about Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing other than the title.
Not a single thing.
Not a single thing. I don't know if you've ever told me about it, but I couldn't tell you a single thing.
It's one of my absolute favorite anime of all time. Very 90s vibes. Like, if you heard the theme song, it's such a bop, and it's such like a 90s kind of fun, feel-good song.
I'll take your word for it.
So, I'm going to show you characters from Yu Yu Hakusho, and as usual, you're going to give your impression just based on appearance alone. And then, I'll fill you in on the truth of the matter.
What's the show like?
Okay, so Yu Yu Hakusho is about... It means Ghost Files. It's about a spirit detective. He's a teenage boy who...
So the X-Files.
No, a little bit different than X-Files. And within the first, I'd say 45 seconds of the show, this teenage boy, Yusuke Urameshi, throws himself in front of a truck to save a kid who's playing in the street with a ball, and he gets struck by the truck and killed. The main character is killed immediately, and we follow his adventures as a ghost, which leads to him eventually becoming enlisted as a spirit detective, where he solves cases, hunts down demons, apparitions. He fights in a dark tournament against, demons and monsters, and he makes friends along the way. It's quite the series.
This does sound familiar. I feel like the premise of it sounds familiar.
It's similar to Bleach. Bleach is definitely inspired by it in some regards, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you ready?
Yep.
Character 1.
Might I see the name list, please?
Oh, yeah. The name list as usual.
What's he pointing at me for?
So that is called the spirit gun, where he shoots a blast out of his fingertip.
We've all got spirit guns in our hearts.
What's the vibe?
He seems like pretty boy stuck up.
Interesting.
I'm getting it from his hair.
Oh, yeah, the swoosh.
Get over yourself.
Yeah, there are times in the series where he doesn't have his hair slicked back.
He's selfish. He's selfish, and he's like a 50s greaser.
Okay, I could see that vibe. He's definitely a street punk.
Street punk, yeah.
Yep. He's just kind of a delinquent early on. He is a little selfish in the beginning, but he is our main character.
I've seen it before with Caillou. They a lot of times make characters selfish. So,
Caillou.
Kuwabara.
No.
Oh. Yusuke.
Could you point it out which one? Oh, Yusuke? That is Yusuke.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Yusuke Urameshi is our main character. He's the one who got hit by the truck saving the little boy. He starts off as a delinquent, but he grows into a very selfless individual.
Charming. You know what else does it? His shoes. Get those points out of here.
Listen, it's the school uniform. Well, it's supposed to be blue, but he wears it because it's green because he's a rebel.
Because he's full of himself.
Next character.
I can't get behind him.
You can't get behind him?
No.
What is it about him that's...
It's the hair that's doing it for me for all of these characters.
Yeah, this guy's hair is iconic, though. Where they did the live-action version of this recently on Netflix, his hair was not like this, and I couldn't accept him because he didn't have this hair.
Okay. He seems tough, obviously, but he's got a heart of gold.
I think that's fair.
But he's aggressive. And at least he's wearing blue.
It's true. And who's your guess?
Oh, Botan.
No.
Juri.
Nope.
Chu.
Nope.
Sensui.
Nope.
Genkai.
Nope.
Kuwabara.
Kuwabara. Kuwabara is Yusuke's rival at school and like on the streets. Although at least Kuwabara likes to think so. He's very machismo. He's very, trying to be tough. He talks like this, you're a meshi. He wields the spirit sword, which he channels his own energy into his hand and turns into a spirit sword. And he talks like that. I'm tough, you're a meshi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's iconic, but it's quite the voice. Chris
sure.
Sabat. He grows some of the most throughout the series because you're right. He does have a heart of gold. He becomes very endearing. He's like the most human of all the characters. Love him to death. But yeah, his hair is.
His hair. What's up with it? Whoever the next person is, I swear to God, if their hair is.
What do you think of this guy's hair?
It just reminds me of a Pokemon.
Really? What Pokemon?
I don't know. Maybe Jinx.
Okay.
Maybe Tentacruel.
Does Tentacruel have hair?
No, Tentacruel is the hair.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I could see the shape, yeah.
Yeah. So, anywho.
I don't think I wrote his name
Hey.
I forgot to write his name on here, so this will be a really...
He does this all the...
This will be a real easy one.
Well,
for
geez,
you.
you might as well just tell it to me.
Kurama. Yeah, what do you make of him, personality-wise?
Well, a showman.
A showman.
But shy
Okay.
about it. He's shy, but, he's charming when he needs to be, but in a kind of a creepy way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Not like that he's, an outcast. More like he just, said something a little awkward.
Okay.
But most of the time he's charming. And more powerful than you'd think.
That's a great point at the end there. So Kurama is probably my favorite character in the series. He's very smart, he's very cunning. He is reserved, kind of a quiet guy, but he actually was this really powerful demon guy that then escaped the demon world by hopping into the body of a human baby.
Oh.
And was reborn as this mortal boy. But he does have hidden power from his past life and all that. He remembers his past life, but he grows up with a human mom. And when he was a demon, he was known as a fox, so he's very wily and intelligent. His fights, he always wins using smarts and analytics. And he fights with plants, which is why there's a flower there. He can turn it into a whip, like a rose whip. He's a great character, but definitely better hair than Kuwabara.
Yeah.
Next character.
Oh, the hair. It's like a neon sign. All right. Short, spunky little kid. 1 punch, 2 punch. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. I gotcha. That's what they're like. Name, Keiko.
No. That's hilarious.
Koenema.
No.
Hey.
Hiei?
Hey.
Not Hey from Moana?
Hey.
Yeah, this is Hiei. So you think he's a spunky little kid?
Not a kid,
Yeah.
but spunky little guy.
I mean, I'd say he's definitely got some sass. He's kind of a dick. But he had a really tough childhood. He was abandoned. He was a fire demon, but his people were ice apparitions, so he got cast out.
Is he spunky or not?
I mean, he can. I wouldn't say he speaks his mind for sure. Not in a happy-go-lucky kind of way.
That sounds a little spunky to me.
She's very short. He's fast. He can shoot a giant shadow dragon from his hand.
This sounds very spunky.
He also has a third eye underneath that headband.
Oh, it's a headband.
Yeah,
What?
that's a headband right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. It blended into his hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's also a good swordsman. The only person he really cares about is his sister, who she doesn't really know him because he got cast out at such a young age, but he knows her. And so throughout the whole series, he doesn't tell her that he's her brother. And it's very sweet. He like protects her and stuff, but she doesn't know and she's looking for her brother.
Why shouldn't he just tell her?
He feels like he's not worthy of her, perhaps. So he's like, he
would wanna know.
used to kind of be a bad person. He's like a bad demon. He's a villain at first. Next character.
Cute. Sailor Moon. Kiki's Delivery Service. This is Jury.
No.
Okay. Keiko.
No.
Okay. Koenma.
No.
Okay. It's not the Toguro brothers. This is Chu.
No.
Sensui.
No.
Oh my god. Genkai.
No.
Oh my god. Botan.
Botan.
What the? She's sweet, powerful witch. Because she's like on a broom. Even though that's not a broom. And I like her a lot.
Botan's pretty great. She's essentially like a Grim Reaper, kind of. Like a Soul Reaper in a way. She helps when Yusuke dies. She's the one that comes to him and he's a ghost.
A fairy godmother, if you will.
More of like a ferryman from Greek mythology. That's why she's riding like an oar.
Fairy godmother.
But she's like a very helpful support character, a friend. She can pass between the living world and the spirit world. Yeah, she's very sweet. She's a good character. She's got a good attitude. Next character.
Okay, the Toguro brothers.
What makes you say that?
Seems like quite a duo. Why is he so small on scale / he is so big? Which one is it?
Well,
Is he so small or is he so big?
it's both kind of. So there's the younger Toguro is the one that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the elder Toguro is kind of the exorcist girl looking guy. And
Don't tell me about them yet. I was just asking about the scale.
he is small, but he's also very tall.
He's the brawn, he's the brains. Right? Right?
Kind of.
Well, they work together, but he's like calling the shots.
I would say the smaller guy, the elder brother, is the more insidious of the two.
I could say so. I would say so.
What would you think their abilities might be as far as they're they're humans that became demons and gained power?
The Arnold Schwarzenegger guy can shoot from his hands, machine guns. And the possession doll has a psycho
Yes, what?
psychokinetic powers.
Interesting. So the younger brother has the ability to kind of bump up his muscular mass and power in multiple stages.
Multiple man.
He goes like 10%, 50%, until eventually he gets to 100%, where he kind of becomes like a monster.
Yeah, I'd say he's a monster before that.
Yeah, do you think that looks like a healthy...
A healthy growing boy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's not a healthy growing boy.
Yeah, the shoulders always scare
It's a
me.
little too much milk.
the veins and the shoulders.
Yeah.
And the younger Toguro, he's very brute force, but he really just wants to die. He's kind of ashamed of himself, and he wants someone to legitimately beat him and kill him, but
That's sad.
he wants someone to be strong enough to do that. And there aren't that many people he knows that are strong enough to do that. He was in love at one point. It's a tragic character.
Yeah.
His older brother has the ability to completely change his body around however he wants. He can make weapons out of it.
And that's what he chooses to do, is be that little creep.
He can make weapons, he can stretch, he can move his vital organs to different parts of his body, so he's very hard to kill.
That seems, gosh, I can't think of any words today. Useful.
It is pretty useful. He's a very tough villain to get rid of because he keeps surviving. Yeah, he's a bit of an actual like serial killer psycho vibes, while his brother was more sympathetic. Next character.
Old woman, wise, fighter.
So far, you're right on the money.
Koenma.
No.
Keiko.
No.
Juri.
No.
Sensui.
No.
Genkai.
Genkai.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Genkai. Pretty much right on. She's like the mentor character. She's old,
They always have them.
grouchy, but like knowledgeable, cares about her student.
Tale as old as time.
She's a classic. Next character.
Aw, Chopper. Okay.
Not a reindeer.
Can you just look away and then look really quickly? It kind of looks like the shape of Chopper really quick. Like the shape of Chopper, this hat.
I guess
he's
like
a tiny little dude,
with
chubby, with a hat.
Sure. Yeah,
I just think about Chopper a lot.
You do. So what do you think of this guy?
He's blowing bubbles. It's a little kid. But it's not a little kid. He's actually possessed by a 900-year-old demon. Named Chu.
No.
Juri.
No.
Sensui.
No.
Koenma.
Koenma.
And that's the tale. Very complicated child. Blows bubbles all the time. Says stop in the middle of the road.
So,
Junior.
This is the guy that runs the afterlife.
So you could say he's at least 900 years old.
He is in charge of managing the spirit world. He's like Yusuke's boss throughout the series.
Okay.
That is a pacifier in his mouth.
No, it's not. It's a bubble.
The pacifier, when he takes it out, he unleashes this power that's built up, and he's always sucking on the pacifier.
He's got to pacify it.
And he looks like a kid, yes, but he also can take the form of an adult.
Wait, real quick. Can he talk when he has the pacifier in?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cool.
Yep, and he can take the form of an adult, still with the pacifier in his mouth. His dad is like the real big cheese of the afterlife, but he tries his best to run the ship.
Aw, and I think he does well.
Sometimes.
He does a good job.
Next character.
Huh! Fighter. Another fighter on our hands.
Oh,
we got another fighter.
That's definitely a fighter.
Gets in the form of a wolf sometimes for demon hunting. But I tell you, the hair, I can't get over. This is thing one, thing two.
Yeah, it's very 90s.
Like, oh my god, with the hair.
Mm-hmm. Someday you'll react to Dragon Ball and we'll show you some real hair.
I've seen some of the Dragon Ball hair. Is this Chu?
This is Chu.
Knew it.
Mm-hmm. He is a tough fighter in the Dark Tournament. He's a drunk. He actually fights better when he's drunk.
Drunken Master.
A drunken master. In the English dub, he has this great Australian accent. He's like, I'll fight you. There's a classic fight where he puts one knife down and puts another knife down. And him and Yusuke have to each have their heel on one of the knives. And they can't move from that spot, whoever moves. And they're just punching each other as they're being pushed down onto the knife. It's pretty iconic.
That is iconic. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is Nightmare from Rise of the Guardians. Jude Law. He's British.
It looks similar.
And he's evil shadow cast in Nightmares.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Sensui.
This is Sensui.
And I already told you what he's like. Just watch Rise of the Guardians.
Sensui is he's the former spirit detective before Yusuke. And he becomes a major villain in the series. He has 7 different personalities.
Oh.
Yeah.
Split.
Yeah.
James
Split long before Split. But yeah, he's an interesting villain. Every time he shifts to a different personality, the fighting style changes. The personality changes, obviously. But
Sure.
Yep.
Next. Another Sailor Moon.
Is this Sailor Jupiter?
Yeah, there was a lot of Sailor Moon girls, so could be. I don't know. Keiko.
This is Keiko.
And she's cool. I like her bubble powers.
I actually don't know why they have the bubbles there. She doesn't
That's
have
because
powers.
her vibe, she's such a bubbly personality.
Yeah, maybe. She's like the love of Yusuke's life. She's goes to his school. She helps bring him back to life when he's dead. Yeah, she's a chill character. She's got a good vibes.
Good heart.
And lastly,
Juri. She's a singer. And she can kill you with her song. She's also a fairy dragon sprite demon. And she's had to get over some insecurities. But she's done a good job. And she's a dancer, too. She's just a performer with her powers.
She is one of the announcers at the Dark Tournament. Very minor character. The reason I really put her in here is because I had the biggest crush on this woman when I was a kid. Like, I was just like, wow.
Wow, that's a woman.
Wow, that's the peak of woman. The weird dragon
Sure, hey,
tailed
like
eared.
I said, I don't take shame.
Yeah, but yeah, she was very minor, but she was there for a lot of events.
Oh, she had a lasting impression on you.
She really did. Yeah, that's some of the characters from Yu Yu Hakusho. What is your takeaway from seeing these characters?
I think they're a great bunch. None of them are actually evil.
I mean, Elder Taguro.
No. They're just misunderstood.
Ah,
They're
okay.
actually decent people.
Okay.
With hearts of gold, honestly, all of them.
Okay.
That's what I took.
All right. Yes, that'll do it for this episode of You Reacting. Where can people find you?
They can't, Pat. I don't know why you asked me this question.
Just for the gag. So yeah, we'll see you all next time when we talk about who knows what. We'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.